sign up a lot of new music.
Yeah.
Pia watu wanatuma request na hizo request zao.
Okay, safi sana. Now, guys, we do apologize because we had a guest DJ who was supposed to come in today, but due to some reasons, amesema hataweza kupatikana. But be sure to listen to DJ Talk and also remember the topic of discussion that we have today. It's quite simple. Today, we're talking about cross-generation relationships, where we're asking you, is it a deal breaker if you found out that the spouse you're seeing or having an affair with used to have an affair with older men or women before? Is it a deal breaker for you? We want to know what you feel about this situation. Are you consenting with what we're talking about, or you feel it's vague? Let us know on our social media handles. That's at Cute TV Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But right about now, we're celebrating 1 year anniversary for one outgoing Mr. CUEA. His name is Robin Mothomi. He's here to talk about the show that will be happening today at Carnival Grounds, where he will be handing over the title to someone else. So he'll be telling us more about the event itself. So karibu sana kwenye set.
Thank you very much.
I love your sachet.
Thanks. It's a necessary.
Yeah.
I am.
Mike?
It's a necessary I've carried for an year now. I'm just about to hand it over. Next year, if you see me, tomorrow, if you see me, I am not allowed to wear this. Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing it for the last day today.
Okay, maybe you can tell us about, before we get to the event itself, maybe your term, how you got to win into being crowned the Mr. Maybe what you did for the categories, what category was your favorite? Okay. Yeah, just walk us through this.
I think I had an advantage last year when I was vying, because when I was in high school, I was Mr. Meru School. We were in the same school with DJ Talk here. Immediately I joined the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. The first month, that is when I vied and won. I think the advantage I had is my eloquence, my confidence, the way I carried myself on stage. I felt that is what pageantry is about, because people confuse pageantry with high fashion and runway. Yes, so pageantry is about image and how you present your image uniquely on stage. And if you're able to do that with the flow it requires, then you emerge the winner. So I think my favorite category last year was professional wear, because I feel I have a deeper understanding of professional wear. I am a law student, and that is one of the requirements. If engineers require sets and rulers to go to class, I require a suit to be in class. So I think that is where I had most understanding of. So that was my favorite category. Yes. Yeah.
You said something about high fashion and beauty pageant, where beauty pageant is where maybe you can even do the work while smiling, and high fashion is strictly. Have you ever tried high fashion, or are you just restricting yourself to beauty pageants?
Okay. I don't think modeling is something I do as a passion. It's not something that I wish to endeavor one day to do as a career, because I feel high fashion, its time in Kenya hasn't reached. I love fashion, I love modeling, but I feel the position where Kenya is at the moment with high fashion and modeling isn't quite where I'd want to be personally. I feel like promoters, agents, they misuse models a lot in the country. I am sorry to say, unfortunately.
So there's a lot of exploitation.
Yeah, people are exploited, especially during events, and that's something I would not personally like to do. I am a lawyer. I am a lawyer to be. So I think also that hinders me to work into modeling. So if you're a lawyer, you can't do both. You're required to have one strain of line. So that's where I think I basically lay on. Yes.
Okay, all right. Now let's talk about you being the face of the institution, Catholic University. Of course, you're supposed to come up with good CSR. That's maybe giving back to the society. So maybe we can talk about the projects that you've managed to initiate in your school, and maybe what people remember you before you leave for this time.
Okay. Being the face of an institution is a hard job. It's quite tricky, especially if you're the face of such a big institution such as Catholic University of Eastern Africa. And I feel I was disadvantaged because I got the crown when I was in first year. I don't quite know
You
who
were a
is
fresher?
who. Yeah, I was a fresher, just a month in school.
Uh-huh.
So I wasn't quite aware who is who, where is where. So carrying out projects was quite hard. But I carried out a project. It's called the Student Initiative, a sibling initiative. Is brother for brother or sister for sister. It's an initiative where we did fundraising events, small events, movie nights, color festival, ice cream Sunday, interactive sessions where people would contribute small amounts of money, and we managed to raise funds for 56 students
Amazing.
for last semester.
Uh-huh.
And this is a initiative I feel I want to push beyond my reign. The incoming Mr. Catholic University and Miss Catholic University, one way or another, they have to push that initiative because we put a lot of effort, a lot of manpower, a lot of hours into it, and I feel it has to go on because it's for the benefit of students.
All right. Now, I'm sure you guys, as the Mr. at the face of the institution, you've come up with maybe a group and a society or club where you maintain these models, and maybe you can talk about these issues that are affecting models. So what are these guys going to remember you with, this club that you're living out, and will you still be participating in this, or once your term is over you just quit everything and you leave the work to the Mr., the new Mr.?
I think personally, when you're the Mr. of any university, if you're the face of any university, you just not only represent the university but also represent deeply clubs and societies, and most importantly models in the school. I personally feel that I have shared the much knowledge I have acquired being a model. I have taught them how to walk on the runway. I've taught them how to present themselves, how to eloquate themselves in front of an audience. I've taught them how to be people that can be looked upon if it requires to be so. When it comes to the clubs, I think the clubs of Catholic University are quite strong. The way I met them personally, they grew in. They are clubs that you can depend on. They're clubs that are strong enough. So Catholic University is just a university you don't really need to do much. It's a strong institution as it is. Yeah.
All right. Now, you were leaving. Now, let's talk about what we should like. Now, I want us to talk about the event itself. It's happening today at Carnival Grounds.
Today at Carnival from 7 p.m. to dawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are we expecting to see in the event? And why should people maybe show up for the event? Is it allowed, outsiders allowed to come for the event?
Yeah. For sure. I think if you know Catholic University of Eastern Africa, we throw the biggest parties in Nairobi. No campus can outmatch us. We are definitely the best in throwing parties. And if you have ever...
It's a Catholic University. Are you allowed to have parties out?
Yeah. For sure. If you think we don't know how to party, you come at the Carnival Simba Salon today, you will see Catholic University partying, because we party with style. We party with class, and we know how to throw big parties. And if you have ever attended a pageant of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, you know it is huge. You just know. People who have attended once come each and every year. And I'm telling, if you've ever come to a Catholic University pageant, Mr. and Miss Catholic University, this year will be bigger and better. Why? The Catholic University of Eastern Africa this year has a pageant between all the campuses in the country. Be it Langata, be it Gaba campus in Eldoret, be it Catholic University in Nairobi town. We are having all the contestants from each and every university joining us this year. So it will be a huge party from Langata to Eldoret to Nairobi itself, CBD. So if you've ever attended a Catholic University, this one is the biggest. We have Otile Brown performing. We have DJ Kerich. We have DJ Joe Mfalme. We'll be having a concert outside Simba Salon and inside also. One DJ outside, one DJ inside. When this one leaves, they alternate. It will be a party to remember. Yeah.
Maybe we can talk about the guys you've collaborated with for this event to happen. Do you have any partners or something?
Yeah, definitely. We're partnering with Safaricom, of course, the Catholic University Student Foundation, and the Catholic University Old Students Foundation. We are partnering with Blaze. We are partnering with HP and Carnival Simba Salon. Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about the tickets. Where can guys get the tickets?
yeah.
And you said outsiders are also allowed to come.
Yeah, but you have to be 18 and above to attend. You can get the tickets at mymook.com. The tickets, there's a flash sale right now. At 3 p.m., online tickets will be closed. Right now, the tickets are going for 300 shillings. Last night, you had sold 830 tickets. Carnival only allows us 1,000 people. So by the end of the day, we shall have sold 99%. The tickets are going for 500 shillings. If you go to mymook.com, the tickets are going for 300 shillings. You can get more information at CUEA Official at Instagram, CUEA Official in Twitter, www.cuea.edu.com. You can get all the information. It's out there. Guys, don't miss. This is the biggest party in Nairobi tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, maybe before I let you go, I wanted to talk about two more things. That is, you, Mr., your outgoing Mr.,
Yes.
what you've worked together with and what you've come up with. Can you could you tell us more about that?
Yeah, okay. Starting something, especially in a private institution where students don't have that comrade power, it's quite hard. And I think for the past 8 months, I have been striving office to office, but CUEA is very accommodating, though I'm saying it's hard, to try and start this foundation, to run it at least for a semester. When you come to the next semester, maybe next year we're anticipating to pay school fees or pay tuition for 600 plus students, because as I'm telling you, CUEA loves partying and we know how to party. If you see, we're posting that we have an event, maybe Easter egg run. If we have maybe a World Cup, we had a World Cup because CUEA is an international university, so we had our own World Cup where Kenya won. So I don't know if that is we won a World Cup this year. So it was quite hard. We had very many events, but we have very good sponsors, very strong sponsors, and I believe that CUEA will remain. We have had a lot of things about CUEA, but CUEA remains. CUEA is strong. For good.
All right. Well, I'm sure, guys, you know, also I was a Mr. once for Mr. MKU. And one of the challenges that I faced was balancing your education and the rain. Normally, you're supposed to have an academic break, but I want to hear from your side. How did you manage to balance in between your education part of it and also being the face of the institution?
Okay. It's quite hard. As you said, that is the hardest part, because you have to be there in every event the school has. You have to represent the school in other universities also. So it's quite hard. But I was lucky enough, I was in first year when I was starting off. Law school isn't quite hard in first year, but in second year it's quite tricky.
Yeah.
But the school itself is quite accommodating. It helps you. It understands that you're also a student, not an employee of the school. So there's a lot of support from the student body itself. So it was hard. I didn't actually, as you said about academic breaks, I didn't go for academic breaks. I was working on
You've been on school the whole time?
Yeah, I've never seen, I don't know what long holidays are, but I'm hopefully this time I will. But you have, I think, if you have a vision for something, if you have a drive own of something you're working towards, I think all your energy, all your effort, and all your brain power goes there. So I wouldn't complain. It was beautiful while it lasted. It was amazing. It was extraordinary, and I believe I have learned so much. I have interacted with so many different souls, so many people from different backgrounds. I have learned so much, and I appreciate the opportunity just to be a face of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. It's not just anything. I am really humbled. And today, as I hand over the crown, I feel touched. And I hope whoever takes the crown, be it whoever, let them be able to appreciate the good things, not only the difficulties that come with the crown, the beauty that comes with it also. Yes.
All right. Well, we're talking about challenges. Maybe you could tell us that's maybe one challenge that we just addressed, and you could tell us more challenges that you've faced and how you, while at your reign, have tried to resolve these challenges and tried to leave the office better for the one who's coming in.
Okay. First of all, I think the first thing I have done that I believe will make work so much easier for the coming Mr. Catholic University is interacting with people, going to offices. Mr. Catholic University, I'm here to help. I am here with you, because especially if you're even such a big institution like Catholic University, it is very difficult to know who is who. And when the incoming Mr. Catholic University comes, the staff will be ready for him, the students will be ready for him, and that will be so much easier. You'll have so much, because I had to start from the bottom. I had to go interact with these new people. I am a fresher, not forgetting. I think if the incoming takes opportunity, because whatever he does is up to him. If he takes the advantage of the road I have set, he will have a very easy time, very, very life-changing time. So I feel today will be a life-changing day for someone today.
Now let's talk about the future for the outgoing Mr. CUEA, you, Robin, and maybe you can tell us what we should expect once you leave this office.
Okay, personally I feel that I'll not drive into studies. I'll study hard, because I had to fix my schedule between Mr. Catholic University and the student Robin Muthomi. And the first that is, I need to dive back into books. I don't get left out behind. But aside from that, I also want to look into other avenues of leadership, because I feel that I am generally a leader, a born leader. So I feel like I'll look into other avenues of leadership, be it in the pageantry world, be it in the political world of the school. So I think I'll look into other avenues of leadership, because I feel that's where my talents lie, and I don't want, despite me diving into books, I don't want to lie on my talents.
Okay, now you came in and we ISSEC you today, and we appreciate you for making time to be with us. But
Thank you very much.
I want to have your last take on what we're talking about, the cross-generation, relationship generations. We were asking, is it a deal breaker for you if you realize the spouse that you're saying used to date older people before?
Okay.
How does that make you feel?
I'd like to clarify the question. Are you asking me as Robin, or are you asking me as Mr. Catholic University? Because my answers will be completely different.
Wait, let's get this clear. You're not anymore Mr.
I know I am still until tonight. But the way you're asking that question,
yes,
I have to answer it according to who you're asking. If you're asking Mr. Catholic University, the answer has to be completely different with what Robin's take is. But I personally feel that I don't personally think I'd have a problem, personally, as Robin Muthomi. I don't personally think that I would have a problem with somebody who has dated an older lady, because I feel that life is a series of decisions, and the ones you decide to make are up to you. It's not my position to judge what you have been doing before you met me. It's not my position at all, and I feel I'd not encourage it. I don't think it's something that everything has its time. I don't encourage the relationships, but if it's something you've decided to do, who am I to speak against it? It's your right, it's your privilege, it's your freedom to do whatever you might please. So I don't personally think I'd have a problem with it.
Okay, that's Robin Muthomi. You've heard what his view is about this. We also want to hear what you guys think at home. Remember to engage with us on our social media platform. That is ISSEC TV show on all social media platforms. And remember, guys, the event is today at Simba Salon Carnival. The charges are 300 at the gate. Remember, also outsiders are allowed to come in, as only if you're 18 years and above. So be sure to go there, see him, hand out his crown, and see who's going to be crowned. It's going to be beautiful, it's going to be smart, it's going to be a fashion night. But from this side, we want to take a short musical break from our amazing DJ talk. We'll be right back after.